First, the top headlines. 5 Manipur police personnel suspended over grave misconduct. Parliament passes Manipur budget amid opposition uproar over Bihar Sir. Ex-CM Biren Singh Beg's call for deportation of illegal immigrants from Manipur. Assam announces 10 new co-districts focus on administrative structure. Goalpara police bus a prostitution racket following multiple public complaints, several detained. Assam Tribal Sangha calls for boycott of BJP state president over anti-tribal remarks. Air India to suspend Delhi-Washington DC service from September 1 amid fleet retrofit and operational challenges. A very good evening. You're watching the Prime Time ELITETV English News and I'm your host, Ragina, giving you the news in detail. The Manipur police have suspended 5 of its personnel, including an inspector, on charges of grave misconduct, dereliction of duty and conduct unbecoming of the police officer, an official statement said on Tuesday. Inspector Ningtozam Devdas Singh, officer in charge of the Commando Unit in Imphal East, was suspended with immediate effect by an order of Director General of Police Rajiv Singh. During the suspension period, his headquarters will be the office of the Superintendent of Police Imphal East, and he will not be allowed to leave without prior permission from the competent authority. He will be entitled to subsistence allowances as per service rules. 4 others were also placed under suspension: Sub-Inspector B. Dapson Singh and Constable Tariq Aziz of the Imphal East Commando Unit, Head Constable M.D. Rakib of the Thobal Commando Unit, and Jamadar M.D. Amin Sa of the 7th Battalion of Manipur Rifles at Kabaisoi in Imphal East. Separate orders were issued for each officer. While the police statement did not specify the details of the misconduct, officials familiar with the case said the suspensions were linked to allegations of bribery involving the release of drug peddlers caught with narcotics. Sub-Inspector Dapson Singh, one of the suspended officers, had earlier been arrested in 2013 for allegedly transporting drugs worth over rupees 3 crore to More in Technopole district. The suspensions are part of what senior officials described as a zero-tolerance approach to corruption and indiscipline within the state police force. Parliament on Monday passed the Manipur budget for 2025-26 and returned the relevant appropriation bill to the Lok Sabha, even as opposition parties continued protests over the special intensive revision of electoral rolls in Bihar. The Rajya Sabha also cleared the Manipur Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2025, which had been approved by the lower house on August 8. The proceedings were marked by loud disruptions in the Rajya Sabha, with the opposition demanding a detailed discussion on the Bihar Sir issue. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman criticized the opposition for creating a ruckus during deliberations on Manipur's budget, pointing out that those who had earlier voiced concerns over the state's situation were now resorting to slogans instead of engaging in debate. Leader of the House J.P. Nada also accused opposition MPs of obstructionism and reiterated the government's readiness to discuss all issues. The appropriation bill authorizes withdrawals from the consolidated fund of the state of Manipur for the ongoing financial year. The passage of the budget comes as Manipur remains under President's rule, with Parliament also adopting a statutory resolution to extend central rule in the state for another 6 months beyond August 13. President's rule was first imposed on February 13, 2025, shortly after Chief Minister N. Singh resigned. It can continue up to 6 months at a time subject to parliamentary approval, during which governance is administered directly by the centre. Manipur has been under political and security turmoil since ethnic violence erupted in May 2023 between tribal and non-tribal communities, a conflict Home Minister Amit Shah has attributed to tensions stemming from a Manipur High Court decision later stayed by the Supreme Court. Shah has maintained that the unrest was neither a governmental failure not linked to terrorism or religion, but rather an ethnic conflict triggered by legal interpretation. Identification and deportation of people who came from Myanmar and Bangladesh illegally is vital to ensure security and demographic balance in Manipur, former Chief Minister N. Singh said. He also thanked Lon Rajya Sabha MP from Manipur, Lesemba Sanajauba, for raising the issue in Parliament. In a post on X on Monday evening, Singh said, "I thank Honorable MP Maharaja Manipur for boldly raising in Parliament the urgent need to detect, identify and deport illegal immigrants from Myanmar and Bangladesh, an issue vital to Manipur's identity, security and demographic balance." Singh also said, "While other MPs have remained silent, you have spoken with courage and clarity, voicing our people's concern without hesitation. This is not just an administrative necessity, but a matter of safeguarding the rights, culture and future of the people of Manipur." Singh's statement came after Sanajauba told the House it will be very unfortunate for Manipur if the census is carried out before the detection, identification and deportation of illegal Myanmaris and Bangladeshi immigrants who have already settled in different parts of the state. The MP said that the Ministry of Home Affairs had already asked states and union territories to identify and deport illegal Myanmaris and Bangladeshis within 1 month, effective from May 19, 2025. But no concrete step from the state government was noticed till date, he alleged. Sanajauba also said conducting a census before the illegal immigrants issue is settled will cause social unrest and will also lead to forfeiture of constitutional rights for the indigenous people of Manipur. He also said that the census reports of 2001 and 2011 are very controversial due to an abnormal increase in population. And in 3 subdivisions of Senapati district, an extraordinary quantum jump of population of around 202.88% was recorded between 2001 and 2011 census in the state, he added. The United Naga Council has announced plans to intensify its agitation against the Manipur and central governments over the unilateral abrogation of the free movement regime and the construction of border fencing in what it calls the Naga homeland. In a statement issued after its presidential council meeting on Tuesday, the apex Naga body said the expiry of its 20-day ultimatum to the authorities had left it with no choice but to escalate its movement. The UNC accused both governments of showing indifferent attitudes despite repeated public rallies, demonstrations and submission of memoranda in a democratic and civil manner. The council said it would announce the mode of agitation and its operational plan within 15 days, calling on all constituent, subordinate and associate units, along with allied organizations such as the All Naga Students Association Manipur and the Naga Women's Union to mobilize resources and prepare for collective action. Reaffirming its stance, the UNC declared it would remain steadfast and committed to protecting Naga rights, culture and traditional cross-border ties, vowing to stand firm until its demands were addressed. The dispute over the FMR, which had allowed cross-border movement between India and Myanmar within a defined zone, and the planned fencing has sparked strong opposition from Naga groups who see the measures as undermining historical and cultural linkages across the border. Assam is set to get 10 new code districts, taking the total number of such administrative blocks to 49 in the state, the Chief Minister's office said. The newly created code districts will be Boko, Chai, Chegaon and Palasbari in Kamrup district, Borsola and Rangapara in Sonitpur, Mariani and Tiog in Jorhat, Makum and Digboy in Tinsukia, Dholai in Kasar and Dudnoi in Goalpara. Out of this, 8 will be inaugurated on Tuesday and 2 on Wednesday. With the inauguration of 10 more co-districts in second phase, Assam government takes another step forward towards enhancing governance at the grassroots, CMO said in a post on X. The initiative aims to bring essential services closer to citizens, improve administrative efficiency and strengthen the delivery of public welfare, it added. In the first phase, 39 co-districts were inaugurated in October 4 and 5 last year. The co-districts have various powers related to land revenue matters, developmental works, welfare schemes, magisterial functions, food and civil supplies, administrative matters, panchayat and rural development and disaster management. Goalpara police conducted a raid at Pancharatna lots in the town centre late last night, uncovering an alleged prostitution racket. Several young men and women were detained during the operation, officials said. The raid came after multiple public complaints about the sex trade in local hotels. Police acted on these reports and apprehended the suspects at the lodge. Investigators said the lots owned by Majidul Islam had been used as a center for commercial sex for some time. Residents said the place was a regular meeting point for groups of young men and women at night. Police added that Pancharatna lots is not the only hotel under suspicion. Several other hotels in Goalpara's central area are reportedly involved in similar illegal activities. Locals have accused some hotel operators of running prostitution rings with protection from unknown sources. Authorities have not confirmed if more arrests will be made, but further raids may take place as part of the ongoing crackdown. The All Assam Tribal Sangha has urged all tribal communities in the state to boycott BJP's Assam Unit President Dilip Saikia, accusing him of making statements that undermine tribal rights in protected areas. In a strongly worded statement, the organization said the decision followed Saikia's reported remarks on August 2 regarding land ownership in 6th Scheduled Autonomous Areas and in the state's tribal belts and blocks. Saikia allegedly suggested that even if laws had to be amended, measures would be taken to allow people from other parts of Assam, including Guwahati and Dibrugarh, to purchase land in these protected zones. It reportedly added that provisions of the 6th schedule and laws under the Assam Land and Revenue Regulations Chapter 10 would not apply in such cases. The AATS condemned the comments as anti-tribal and prejudiced, warning they directly threaten the constitutional safeguards designed to protect the land and cultural rights of indigenous tribal communities in Karbi Anglong, Dima Hasao, the Bodoland Territorial Council region and other tribal areas of Assam. The organization said the remarks had deeply hurt the state's tribal population and demanded that Saikia withdraw his statements and issue a public assurance that he would not attempt to amend or interfere with existing protections. Until then, the boycott will remain in effect, the AATS said. Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu has warned that strict action will be taken against those encroaching on government land, stressing that many offenders are government officials. None will be spared, he said, adding that the crackdown is part of the state's capital redevelopment plan. Khandu also addressed concerns over the quality of the ongoing Package B flyover construction, assuring that the project is being closely monitored and that measures will be implemented to ensure safety and durability. Itanagar MLA Atechi Kaso, commenting on the delay in the Package B section of the Nahar Lagun Highway, said tenders for such projects are awarded nationally, preventing the state from directly terminating contracts. However, the government can request the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways to take necessary action. Kaso said he is regularly inspecting the site and expects a faster progress after the monsoon.
कल का प्रेजेंटेशन हमारा यूडीएन हाउसिंग डिपार्टमेंट का माध्यम से दिया गया। जैसे आप सभी को पता है कि अभी हाउसिंग कॉम्प्लेक्स को लेके हम लोग ने ऑलरेडी बहुत सारा प्रोजेक्ट्स का उद्घाटन भी कर दिया है और डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में भी करीबन 650 फ्लैट्स का भी हम लोग ने सैंक्शन कर दिया है। कल यहाँ ईटानगर नाहरलगुन में 3-4 कॉलोनीज में करीबन 119 फ्लैट्स का हमने फाउंडेशन वर्चुअली हमने ले किया है तो खास करके कल का रिव्यू मीटिंग में ये भी पता चला है कि इतना नाहरलगन का जो एनक्रोचमेंट मैटर्स और कहाँ गंभीरता से जो मतलब सीरियस जहाँ एनक्रोचमेंट हो रहा है उसका भी पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन दिखाया।
Nagaland University Kohima campus observed Anti-Ragging Day on Tuesday at its conference hall, marking the commencement of the Anti-Ragging Week as declared by the University Grants Commission. The program aimed to reinforce the institution's commitment to maintaining a safe, inclusive and respectful learning environment. Delivering the welcome address, Dr. Temsulemba Waling, Associate Dean of Students' Welfare, noted that NUKC has remained free from reported ragging incidents, attributing this to the Naga community's culture of empathy and readiness to assist others. He urged the gathering to preserve this ethos while embracing the best elements of the increasingly diverse campus culture and rejecting harmful practices like bullying and ragging. Addressing the event at esteemed invitee, Professor Jano S. Leyes, Dean, School of Humanities and Education, commended the student community for sustaining the campus's ragging-free reputation. She recalled the Supreme Court of India's 2001 ban on ragging and the 2011 legal frameworks introduced after several tragedies. Professor urged participants to remember the victims of such incidents, emphasizing the importance of creating a safe and peaceful academic space both within and beyond the campus. She concluded by reminding the gathering that mutual respect enables the best is yet to come out and the best in others to shine. The program also featured a poster-making competition themed My Campus, My Safe Place and a videographic contest under the theme Disrupt the Silence, Foster the Connection. Iran Wang, Dame, Department of English and Cecilia, Department of Teacher Education secured first and second place respectively in the poster category. Montung Kekon, Department of History and Archaeology, won the videography contest with a winning entry screened for attendees. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Lakadoriba August ki tang taragataru 2025 ayuki pung mapan tawa matamda MSFDS ki auditorium da Ima Trust na sponsor amadi sponsor singi oiba interaction program ma pangthok sagadori
Chatkiba chahi 2023 May the Tokiba Tokanindaba Irang Maram Oiraga Maraiba Tiraba Icha Singu Mahi Masing Tamnaba sponsor Torikliba Ichilirao Sing Miam Sing Unanabagi Torum
Program Sibu Mai Partner the Sindada Iresa Kuding Makna support to you Amadi Mating Pangio Haiduna Pauzinjari
Lebang Miamna Matamsana Lembiratuna Toromasi Mapung Pava Toromama or Minasi, Lunana, Hariba Toromasida, Matamsana Limbiratuna, Quida, sponsor to Williba, Amadi sponsors sing, Quipuna Sakamina Duna, Aman Amamating Panaduna Pun Himinakisi, Leminakisi.
Yakaraba Numinasida, Irecha Mayamna, Imatras Pus, support of you Haiduna, Mayamda, Kurumjari. Thank you.
Soikiva Kumpang Amada, Sirin Sama share Tomina Kibana, Hepatitis B, Medicine, Changluk Hyperlate. Make us Yarba Yetum Sirin share Tomina Badagi, Lena Sisandoi, Aduga, Loina Loinana, B. Masum Sea, Lena Siga, Sagona Hingliba Miosinga, Hatin Narubadagi, Amasum, Mamadagi Machada Sandoi. Ayambana, Lyongasi, liver the Gifudor Triba Fauba, Kangangamdi.
Report Kimatungina, hepatitis C positive oire. Adubu. Fazana lying abadi tha ahum dagina tha taru pawgi manunda irai laina fahan bangam laban
oh treatment to di fani haba
hoi adubu laina asinga thokna bagi hauju pawgi oina vaccine chingba adu leitri lying duna faraba mioi singda su hepatitis C asigi immunity leitaba maramna karinguba matungda adomna yetum syringe share tominarabadi amuk hana narakani
adumoinamak IDU singna hepatitis B digi ngakthoknaba vaccine asi kaptokpigadabani amasung yetum syringe share toroidabani
Jahini Fuhena, Babina, Haibamaming Asina, Anala Engilamda, Tazaba, quality labor Madi, Jackson Honabagi Kudam, Oiduna Lakli.
Diagnostic Tagi Horaga, multi speciality hospital Amadi, cancer care for Babina na mangzil thaduna lakli.
Haujiga muk makata na changsilaktuna mayamgi mafam da kudol tamjari Babina Institute of Nursing Manipur Nursing Council nasu recognize tawraba.
Matam gachunarba classroom advanced lab sing leijari.
Babina Multi Specialty Hospital amadi AOI Babina Specialty Hospital da clinical training fangbiu.
Expert faculty nupa amasung nupi gi tokhai hostel sel yamna chandana.
Babina Hospital amadi khongbu oiriba institute sing da thabak tawbagi khudong jaba supizari.
Hauzik admission haujare suknatagi sit nipu khaktani ahan balakpada khudong saba pijagani.
Babina Institute of Nursing Nurturing Care Inspiring Growth.
Sajiwa Zel Road Khabai Soi Imphal East.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. Governor of Manipur Ajay Kumar Bala greeted the people of Manipur on the eve of Patriots Day. A video released from the Raj Bhavan, the governor lauded the sincerity and sacrifice of late brave hearts of Manipur who fought against the mighty British empires. He also appealed to the people of Manipur not to forget the forefathers who sacrificed for their motherlands. On the eve of 13th August Patriotic Day, the Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly T.H. Satyabrata Singh greeted the people of Manipur. In a press communique, he mentioned that August 13 marks a day that lives in our hearts. It is a day when courage stood taller than fear and love for our homeland rose above all else. Patriots Day is not just a chapter in our history, it is a story of Yuvraj, a Birtikan visit and Tangal general who chose honor over surrender during the Anglo-Manipuri War of 1891. As we gather to pay tribute to their sacrifice, let us not only remember their bravery but also carry it forward. Let this day deepen our connection as one Manipur, remind us of the resilience woven into our identity and renew our commitment to peace and pride in our heritage. May the flame of patriotism burn bright, the press communique added. On the other hand, MLA of Thanga Assembly Constituency T. Robindro also greeted on the eve of Patriots Day. In a press release, he mentioned that on this solemn occasion of 13th August, he pays tribute to the brave patriots of Manipur who have sacrificed their lives in 1891 to protect their land, our land, culture and freedom. Their courage and unity laid the foundation for the peace and progress we enjoy today. We remember their sacrifice and the hardships they endured with unwavering resolve. Their bravery inspires us to uphold the values they fought for and to protect the unity of our beloved state. Patriots Day calls us to renew our commitment to Manipur's welfare and growth. By working together with courage and resilience, we can honor their legacy through meaningful progress. Let us honor their memory not just today but every day by striving for unity, peace and prosperity. The press release added. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma on August 12 joined fitness icon Melin Soman to launch Shillong's first public bicycle sharing system, marking a major step towards sustainable urban transport in the hill city. The initiative, part of the Shillong Urban Mobility Policy 2024, aims to promote non-motorized transport and healthier lifestyles. PVSS reflects the broader goals of the Shillong Urban Mobility Policy to promote sustainable urban mobility towards a healthier and fitter Meghalaya, Sangma said after taking a symbolic ride to Police Bazaar to kick off the project. The policy envisions 35% of city transport to be non-motorized, and the new system is seen as a step towards making Shillong a walking and cycling city. Over 20 electric bicycles have been introduced in the first phase, and residents are encouraged to participate in the eco-friendly commute initiative. Led by the Urban Affairs Department in collaboration with GIZ India under the Sustainable Urban Mobility, Air Quality, Climate Action and Accessibility project, the launch has the support of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Sangma said the PBS system is not only about reducing traffic congestion, but also about building a greener and healthier future for Meghalaya. A joint operation by the Mizoram Excise and Narcotics Department Central YMA's Anti-Drug Squad and the Assam Rifles has led to the seizure of 323 grams of heroin from 3 separate locations in the state. The first arrest took place in Aijo's Jarkot locality, where 35 grams of heroin were recovered from 22-year-old Subsequent investigation led to 2 more arrests: Agnes Lalrempui, 23, of Bonkon Vanglai, and Lalngai Phui, 31, from Detlang in Samphai district. Authorities seized an additional 253 grams of heroin linked to the suspects, along with another 135 grams connected to the same case. All 3 individuals have been charged under the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act and produced before a court. If convicted, they face up to 20 years in prison and fines ranging from rupees 1 lakh to rupees 2 lakh. Tripura Tourism Minister Susanta Chowdhury on Tuesday said that the Tourism Department would soon recruit tourist guides and bring more funds from the Center for the Development of Tourist Spots. Minister Chowdhury said that this while attending the inauguration program of construction and development of tourism infrastructure at Chota Khola Park in South District. We have spent over rupees 4 crore for the renovation of the Chota Khola Park, which showcases the relationship between India and Bangladesh. We are working in a 2-phase manner, which includes the creation of new tourist spots with the help of the Government of India and the revamping of old tourist spots by developing them further, said the minister. He said that Chota Khola Park was inaugurated during the previous government but lacked infrastructure. Keeping this in mind, we have constructed roads, a cafeteria, a playground for children, parking facilities and toilets so that whenever tourists come here, they feel comfortable. The Supreme Court on August 12 restrained Assam police from taking any coercive action against senior journalist Siddharth Varadarajan in connection with an FIR lodged over an article on Operation Sindoor. A bench of Justices Surya Kant and Joymalia Bagchi issued a notice on the PIL filed by the Foundation for Independent Journalism, which runs the web portal The Wire, challenging the constitutional validity of Section 152 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Section 152 of the BNS deals with the act endangering sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. Whoever purposely or knowingly by words, it is spoken or written, or by signs, or by visible representation, or by electronic communication, or by use of financial means, or otherwise excites or attempts to excite secession or armed rebellion or subversive activities, or encourages feelings of separatist activities, or endangers sovereignty or unity and integrity of India, or indulges in or commits any such act, shall be punished with imprisonment for life or with imprisonment which may extend to 7 years, and shall also be liable to fine, it reads. The top court asked the members of the Foundation and Varadarajan to cooperate with the investigation into the matter. Assam Jatiya Parishad delegation met the leader of the opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, at Parliament House on Tuesday to press for the implementation of the Assam Accord, expulsion of foreigners and constitutional safeguards for the Assamese people. The delegation, comprising AJP leaders Lurinjyoti Gogoi, Jagadish Bhuyan, Kamal Nayan Chowdhury, Jor Rahman, Chittaranjan Basumatri, and Raju Fukan, submitted a memorandum to Gandhi outlining their demands. Congress leaders Gaurav Gogoi, Pradyut Bordoloi, and Rakibul Hussain were also present during the meeting. Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi says in the morning Rahul Gandhi met leaders of a regional political party of Assam. Assam Jatiya Parishad, the AJP, was formed when anti-CAA protests were going on in Assam. During the meeting, Rahul Gandhi tried to understand the situation in Assam. During the discussion, Rahul Gandhi tried to get more information about the Assam Accords, which were signed by Rajiv Gandhi. He also learned about the NRC process that was started in Assam during the Manmohan Singh government in the center and Tarun Gogoi government in the state. He also understood the functioning and the failure of the current state government. According to AJP, the BJP-led government has betrayed the people of Assam on the issue of expelling foreigners. The party urged Gandhi to raise the matter in Parliament and to push for the implementation of Clause 6 of the Assam Accord to guarantee constitutional safeguards for indigenous communities. Air India will suspend its non-stop services between Delhi and Washington, D.C. from September 1, 2025, citing a combination of operational factors aimed at safeguarding the reliability and integrity of this route network. The decision comes as the carrier undertakes an extensive retrofit program for 26 of its Boeing 787-8 aircraft launched last month. The upgrades are intended to significantly enhance passenger experience but will keep multiple aircraft out of service at any given time until at least the end of 2026. Additionally, the continued closure of Pakistani airspace has complicated Air India's long-haul operations, forcing longer flight routes and increasing operational complexity. Passengers holding bookings for Delhi to Washington, D.C. flights beyond September 1 will be contracted by directly and offered alternative arrangement including rebooking on other flights or full refunds. Despite the suspension, Air India passengers will still be able to travel to Washington, D.C. via one-stop connections to its U.S. gateway cities, New York, JFK, Newark, EWR, Chicago, and San Francisco, in partnership with Alaska Airlines, United Airlines, and Delta Airlines. These interline agreements will allow travelers to complete their journey on a single itinerary with baggage checks through to their final destination. Air India will continue to operate non-stop flights between India and 6 North American destinations, including Toronto and Vancouver in Canada. More than 1,900 refugees have been enrolled in the ongoing biometric enrollment exercise for people from Myanmar and Bangladesh who have taken refuge in Mizoram, an official said on Monday. He said the biometric enrollment for over 32,000 Myanmar refugees taking shelter across all 11 districts of the state and nearly 3,000 Bangladeshi refugees from the Chittagong Hills treks began in a few districts on July 28, followed by most other districts on July 30 and 31. The exercise is progressing at a slow pace due to technical issues and poor internet connectivity, he said. As of Friday, district administrations have captured the biometric and demographic details of 1,947 refugees across 11 districts, according to the official. He said enrollment teams have encountered several challenges, including technical glitches with electronic devices and poor internet connectivity in remote areas, which have hampered the smooth conduct of the exercise. Although collecting biometric and biographic data of refugees living in relief camps is easier, district officials face difficulties in enrolling children studying in Aizawl for outside the district, where their parents are currently taking shelter, he said. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, let's have a look at the top headlines once again. 5 Manipur police personnel suspended over grave misconduct. Parliament passes Manipur budget amid opposition uproar over Bihar SIR. Ex-CM Biren Singh begs call for deportation of illegal immigrants from Manipur. Assam announces 10 new co-districts focus on administrative structure. Goalpara police bus a prostitution racket following multiple public complaints several detained. Assam Tribal Sangha calls for boycott of BJP state president over anti-tribal remarks. Air India to suspend Delhi to Washington DC service from September 1 amid fleet retrofit and operational challenges. That's all for now. Thank you for tuning in and keep watching ELITETV English News for more updates. Thank you and have a good night.